Hello, Martin.
Hello, Eric.
Good to see you.
Great to see you.
Dear Martin, I'm very happy to collaborate with you on this new project of Buffet Crampon about the BC21. And I'm very lucky to have the possibility to work with you, to develop this clarinet with you and the others, of course. But before this project, we don't have so many times together about development. And when we met together first time, you are speaking about the intonation of the low notes, especially E and F. And you told me, Eric, is it possible to have a solution for this not too far between the 12s and the fundamental? Could you find a solution? And we have the idea of the resonance hall for the E flat. Could you speak a little bit about your first sensation?
Yeah, as you said, we spoke about intonation, but sound generally, because they are very close connected, of course. And I would say now, when we are here, yes, to mention that first, when we are here, I played with so many different Buffet clarinets, and I mean, all of them are incredible instruments that you feel you can lean on, you can trust, and you can create this wonderful sound that Buffet is so famous, soft and with this ping and everything. This clarinet, I think, has all these things, of course, but it has something else. And I tried to say what it is. It is, you know, if I should take this clarinet now and start to record just right away, it will happen things during the whole day. It will develop. So what I'm after is this clarinet is maybe not challenging, but you can discover things. I have the feeling. We all four, I think, who has tried this now, has that feeling that it has something in it that you want to search for and that you want to develop. And that is really something that has to do with a deep soul of the clarinet. I think it has to be said that it is really something that, you know, a deep soul is something like a Stradivarius, for example. If you record with the Stradivarius, it will change. If you're not used to it, you play, and then during recording it will suddenly, I found this, my God, that color. And that, I think, is the case with this. And as you mentioned, it has a few more notes as well, and a whole new shape of the bottom joint, and therefore also it changed the possibility for sound.
Yes.
Not only the fingering, because the fingering is one thing, but the whole construction of the instrument open up a door to the future that has to do with timbre and sound. I remember I read something from the past with, I think it was Weber, Carl Berman said it. I do a lot of fingerings, but not for the technique, only for the sound. And I think that's a very good way of putting it. We should use fingerings, as we have now with a B, flat, with different B, for the sound quality. Maybe sometimes you use the original, maybe sometimes you use this, but not for technical reason, for sound reason. And you are talking about the bottom. Of course, one of the first talk that you and I had was about intonation, because I just felt like we have a correction key, yes, but is it any chance that get, you know, a clarinet spot-on tune from the start in the bottom register?
Yes.
And of course, this, what you have been working on is quite amazing, a piece of art, I would say, with this lower joint that is longer, and you add one more note, the E flat, and then you have the other affected by it, of course, and the 12 is still there, I think.
And you play very often with the Bassett A clarinet for the Mozart concerto.
All the time.
And sometimes when you play, of course it's B flat, but I could hear when you play some resonance of the A Bassett clarinets.
Yeah, I mean it has the good quality of the Bassett. Bassett clarinet is a wonderful instrument, especially for Mozart, of course. But this has the good thing from the Bassett clarinet, but everything that is great from the B clarinet, of course. So I'm very happy about these low notes. So that's a good
and the resonance, and you could play, you could explore maybe a new repertory when you make some arrangements, for example, for some pieces.
Yes, I already did it. Yeah. For the, you mean for the B,
for the
E flat? Yeah.
E flat, right.
Exactly, and and I think also as you said, the resonance of the deeper is something else that you also had to. You have to play for a while. Now we are sort of in the beginning of this development, and I like this. I mean, lots of instruments you can just lean on and it goes. This goes, you can lean on it, but you also feel that you can go further. You can actually, and I think sometimes my way of playing is I have a very fast speed of the air, maybe too fast sometimes. I think it's on the nervous side. I would say if I'm critical for myself, I would say it's really the speed. And of course, if you have this kind of instrument, you have to adjust because it gives something to you. So you have really to collaborate. And that's also, again, like a great string instrument. You don't just play, you listen a little bit. Or an orchestra. You know, sometimes I say I'm conducting a little bit, and I'm quite unexperienced still, but sometimes I said to myself, maybe just play through the piece. Maybe you learn something from the orchestra. And this is exactly the same with an instrument. Play through something. Maybe you learn something from the clarinet, you know? Yeah. And especially this kind of instrument.
Thank you very much, Martin.
Thank you.
For your time, and very happy to... You are in love of this instrument.
Yes, and I think it's been a process. I'm very grateful for the collaboration with Paul, Michel, and Nicolas, and with you and with the crew. It has been very important for me. I think it's a teamwork that is. I did a project 2 years ago called Retrotopia, you know, and the main thing with this project was I pointed out that the biggest thing that a human being would ever do is in collaboration with another, you know, with a human being. We think sometimes we are artists, we should play, we should go with our own ideas, but that's not the truth. Actually, a collaboration, it's all it is. A collaboration, it's all it is. Even if you stand as a conductor front of an orchestra, you play chamber music, or you create a new instrument. So all the collaboration between the four of us, between you and the four of us, and between the whole crew, it's extremely important thing that remind yourself all the time. It's a great collaboration. It's a teamwork. How the team works is the most important, I think.
Thank you very much, Martin.
Thank you
for your time.
Thank you.
And collaboration together.
Thank you. Pleasure is mine.